Alright guys, so I was gonna work on the truck, but I decided to come to the beach. Took a nice little cruise with the car. Running pretty good. I noticed that, well, besides this chipping paint, but I noticed that the inside of my tires are kind of lasting, but they're getting a little bit worn. And I'm kind of wondering if that's due to an alignment, because it does pull a little bit, but not crazy. Let's see if I can get a better look of it. Yeah, right there. It doesn't look too bad, but yeah, so just kind of wondering if I should like realign it or whatever. But yeah, so next clip you're gonna see, it's gonna be working underneath the greasy truck. I'm gonna be replacing the U-joint, and yeah. All right guys, so I'm back on this, and just got back. Well, actually I just woke up. This is the next day, and I got the U-joint right here. I just got the basic one. They had like a super strength, and I didn't really want to deal with anything fancy because I don't really need it. But this is like a center bearing right here, U-joint right there, U-joint back there, and the U-joint right here that needs replacing. Right here, like some type of telescoping shaft where this is allowed to flex in and out. When the rear end goes up and down, the shaft goes this way, allowing this to compress. So since I've never done this, I don't know the procedure. I don't know about trucks. All I know is things here and there. I'm gonna take off this actual bearing right here, and look how bad that is. It's crazy. So I'm gonna take this off, and maybe there's some splines in here that would enable me to drop it all the way down and pull that out of the transmission, because there is no flange right there. That just goes straight into the transmission, and I'm just gonna pull it out of the transmission. I have to go get my pen, and yeah, I actually thought I could maybe just hammer this out and do it while it's on the vehicle, but 99% of the people that are doing this, they take the drive shaft off, so definitely sure that it's required to take the actual drive shaft off. But yeah, and I've done my fair share of research, and everybody just takes it off, so that sucks. But yeah, so kind of a pain, because this is actually way simpler than working on a car, but these bolts are bigger, badder, and rusty and grimy, so that's what's kind of annoying compared to working on like a small little vehicle where there's usually 10s and 12s. But yeah, this is all standard and rust. All right guys, so I got lazy and I got the clip off. That just means that I'm not gonna take off this drive shaft, and I actually have the floor jack right there under the pumpkin, just so when I disconnect it doesn't roll. It's not gonna roll with the jack stand under. So yeah, so I'm not even gonna take off the drive shaft. I'm just gonna manage to get this out and put it back in with it attached and everything. So I'm gonna see how it goes. All right guys, so see if I could tilt this back. I got it in neutral, so now I could turn it, and that's a better look. Gotta take these little clips off. Watch your eyes. got 2 off already. Third one. Ooh, this thing's gonna come right off. This thing's already sliding off. Hopefully that's not damage to the transmission, that it's so loose like that. Or else that's how it's just gonna be permanently. Okay, got that off. Now let me get a jack stand for right here. All right. Right there. There's one cap. And this thing was about to come out any second. Another cap just flew right out. There's 2 needle bearings all in there. So now hopefully I can get away with this. There's a seal right there. And now I'm gonna just hit right here. Is it moving? No, it's not moving. I put some WD-40 and whack it and try and get this thing off. Yeah, it's rusty. Alright, gonna let that soak in and then let's try and take it out.
Alright, so let's try again.
Alright guys, so you can actually see how legitimately broken it is. As you can see that crack right there. That is crazy. And check this out. Oh shit, okay. And it completely snapped right there. That is not my doing. What's basically driving it like this did that. And it was like this for years too, to do this type of damage. And the needle bearings, that's the original damage. The needle bearings were intact right here, as you guys seen. But my only choice, because I don't have the proper press, and I'm gonna try and not remove this whole drive shaft. I'm just probably gonna end up chipping away at this and possibly just prying it out as best as possible. But yeah, that's crazy. Alright, so I took a little break. Still on there. And I just don't have enough room down here to actually beat those cups out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just taking this out and I'm gonna drop down the center bearing piece, and then that's gonna enable me to lay this on the ground where I could and maybe swing it from under the truck and take it out from there. But yeah, these bolts are pretty freaking rusty, and fortunately WD-40 is my friend right now, and it's coming off. So I'm gonna get off that and get off the other one, which is right there. And yeah, so I see a Zerk fitting right here, so I guess this piece is actually on there, and this holds it in there. So this piece does not slide out of there. So I was wrong about that, but I'm gonna drop this centerpiece. Look how much, that's crazy. I'm gonna clean up all that as much as possible. And I'm gonna just drop this right now. So let's do that. All right, so a few minutes later, I got it off right there. And that's off right there. And yeah, a lot of crud. Man, it's a messy ass job. So now I could finally scoot out the whole shaft. This thing is massive and it is heavy as hell. I almost dropped it on my face, broke my face open. So I'm gonna slide this out from under the truck and finally beat on that. So let's see how that goes. All right, so after a huge giant mess, I got it this much out. Gotta put this like that so the cup could fall out through the bottom. Get like a 21 right here and pound it out. So let's do that right now. All right, so let's get the show on the road. Coming out. Right there. A little bit more. There we go. Got it. So the actual OCD is real, and I just want to like take off all this crud. It's pretty bad. Too bad I don't have my wire brush on me. Yeah, so let me keep doing this for a while and then throw the new one back on. Now just let's watch and see the new one not be the right one, and I gotta go to AutoZone because you know AutoZone loves to play those games. But we'll see. Alright guys, 5-10 minutes later, see some part numbers and it is 100% clean. So now I'm gonna go do this on the transmission side and bolt up that back up and try and torque it down with the torque wrench. I gotta see, like, for the size of bolt, what are the specifications for that size of bolt. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna clean up the other one and bolt that up put the U-joint, and I should be done. Alright, so spur of the moment type of thing. This is the hardware that came off of that bearing piece from the center shaft, and that's mismatch. Bolts look crusty, so I'm just gonna put all new hardware. And this is grade 8, new with the washer. Everything's fresh. No point in putting this back in when it looks so crusty, and they're pretty vital bolts too. You don't want this thing to back out, so I'll put these in instead. Alright guys, so one thing I did notice about this drive shaft is that this piece right here actually pivots this way and this way. Like that bracket is slotted. So I was actually tightening it, and I was gonna put everything to spec and all that, or actually find specs and put it. But since that actually goes back and forward, I kind of lost where exactly it's at. So I don't want to have it too far or too forward and mess with the length of the shaft and not come up to that, or be too short or be too long. So I'm actually gonna have this loose, put the U-joint, then it's gonna put this into the proper location and then tighten this down. Alright guys, so I'm comparing the two, and looks pretty good. Measured them, they're about the same size. Obviously diameters of the caps about the same. This one's pre-greased, and yeah, so the only thing that makes me kind of nervous right now is that my hands are filthy, and I got to take these caps off and feed it through the drive shaft and put these caps through the outside, and I don't want to get any type of like contamination inside, so I'm gonna clean up my hands as good as possible. And I already have the drive shafts and the yokes already clean, and now it's time to install this. Alright guys, so got my hands as clean as possible. Got it in neutral. Goes there like that. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but alright, be right back. Okay. To the side. Okay. There. Watch out for that seal. Holy crap. Okay, I kind of pinched it. My seal. Alright, got it. Alright guys, I'm going to cut the camera and I'm going to continue this. Alright guys, so I'm back on it. Kind of had stuff a little bit binded up, but turns out pretty good. Too much play. That should be good. I'm gonna put the clip right in that. Next one. Yeah, this is the hard side. Let me get this one out of the way. Alright, finally got it in. Took a while, but yeah, so pretty solid. And that's just play inside the gearbox, but yeah. Next, it's gonna be those two bolts over there and tighten those up. And there's gonna be a job well done. And I know that all this WD-40 is gonna smoke, but yeah. Then it's going to be the moment of truth, putting it into reverse and drive and not hearing a clunking noise. Alright guys, so check out the this joint right here. And you could tell that those are pretty cracked. But these two are pretty good. But if you look at the actual wear, and this is like super hardened steel, you could see the needle bearing imprints in there. Alright, so gonna fluctuate a little bit. Alright, that was in neutral already. Oh, perfect. Yeah, it's ready. I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit and go back and forward. And yeah, Alright, so about a minute later, it's good. That's reverse, and it's so smooth. Drive, no noise. Alright guys, so that's the video right there. If you like this video, want to see more, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you on the next one.